Welcome back, guys, and thank you for tuning into this episode. Before I get started, I just want to say subscribe below. We're almost 300 subs. I'm trying to grow, trying to get up there, trying to help more people out with fishing content. So, yeah, make sure you guys subscribe and turn on the bell notification so you guys get our notifications every time we post a video. We're going to try to do once a week, probably on Sundays when they're going to be uploaded. So, yeah, thank you guys, and let's get into today's video. Alright guys, so I see a lot of things about people that don't want to buy a bunch of rods and reels, or they can't buy a bunch of rods and reels, and that people ask for what's the best all-around spinning or what's the best all-around casting rod. Like size, action, power, stuff like that. So, I've got two of my rods out, one spinning, one casting, and today we're going to go over what the best action, size, like length, everything for spinning and casting is. So, yeah, we're going to be talking about what the best spinning rod and reel and casting rod and reel is for general any type of baits that you want to throw. So we're going to get started first with the casting rod. This rod is a Dobyns Champion XP 704C. The 704 means it's 4 power or heavy to Dobyns. I consider it more of a medium heavy. And then the 7.0 of that means that it's a 7-foot rod. So this is 7-foot heavy action rod. Like I said, I consider it more of a medium heavy, and yeah. Now this rod is going to be a good all-purpose rod because it's got enough backbone on it for heavier baits, but it's also nimble enough and it loads up enough to be able to throw lighter baits on it too. I can throw, if I really wanted to, I could throw crankbaits on this. I could throw jerk baits, flukes, some type of action like that. And I really don't like throwing anything like that. I throw on here Texas rigs or any type of weighted soft plastic bait rig. So Texas rigs, I could throw Carolina rigs on it, or like light Carolina rigs. I could throw Tokyo rigs. I could throw shaky heads if wanted. Anything like that. So, yeah, I would say a good length for rods, anywhere in between a 7-foot and a 7'3" for an all-purpose rod. How I said this is a heavy power, but I consider it a medium heavy. A medium heavy to heavy is a good all-purpose rod. Probably more than medium heavy. This is rated from 1/4 to 1 ounce, so it's pretty high range of baits that you can throw on this. So, other than that, on this I've got a Lew's Tournament Pro G. This is a all carbon fiber, I believe. Yeah, an all carbon fiber reel. And I've got this in I've got this in an 8:3:1. Now this reel isn't a good all-purpose reel just because it's a higher gear ratio. Really good all-purpose casting reel is going to be somewhere around 7:1 gear ratio. That's at least what I would put on a good all-purpose rod and reel. So yeah guys, this is my casting setup, and that I would say is closest to the all-purpose. And like I said, those are my tips for getting an all-purpose rod and reel. 7 to 7'3" rod, medium heavy to heavy power, and getting a reel that's somewhere around 7:1 gear ratio. So yeah, with that being said, let's move on over to my spinning setup. Alright guys, so this is my spinning setup, which I would say is closest to all-purpose rod and reel for spinning, or if you want a spinning rod. Now this can change a little bit if you don't throw bait casters and you just want to get 1 or 2 spinning rods. I say that because if you're going to get 1 or 2 spinning rods, this may go from a medium power rod or a medium light up to a medium to medium heavy. This is a Dobyns Champion XP also, and this is a 703 SF. This to me, I think they classify it as a medium, but yep, they classify it as a medium fast, but I would agree with that a lot based on how other rods are. It might be considered as medium light. I've got another medium light rod from G Loomis, and it's very similar to this rod. So this one may be considered a medium light. So it really is up to what other kind of brains that you throw. Now, This is a 7-foot rod. I would say anywhere from 6'10" to 7 foot is a good all-purpose spinning rod. With that being said, I just kind of mentioned if you have already one casting rod, you're wanting one good all-purpose spinning rod, I would go with a medium light to a medium. Now, if you don't want to have any casting rods at all, then that would change. If you don't want any casting rods and you're going with one spinning rod, I would go with a medium to a medium heavy. I don't personally have any medium heavies. Anything that I could throw on a medium heavy spinning rod, I decided to throw it on a medium moderate or a medium fast casting rod. So yeah, all my spinning rods are mediums or lighter. But yeah, if you don't want to throw any casting rods, I would go with one medium heavy or medium heavy casting rod or spinning rod, and then one medium light to medium spinning rod. That's a good all-purpose. Those are two good all-purpose rods based on your situation. Yeah. Now with this rod, I have a Daiwa BG spinning reel. This is a 2500 size. Now this is more of a saltwater reel, but for under $100, this is, or at least you can get them for under $100. This is an awesome workhorse reel. It's completely sealed. You can use them in saltwater. You can use them for freshwater. It's got amazing drag on it. I got this because we go on vacation a lot to places that have saltwater there. So we go a lot to the beaches and stuff like that, or inshore places, and I wanted to have a reel where I could bring down, and I could also go red fishing, speckled trout fishing and stuff like that. So that's why I got the BG on this one. Now this rod, it does balance a little bit weird with this reel because this reel's really heavy. So I would prefer another reel on here, but it works really good still. Now if I had to go with another reel, I would go with the Shimano Noski 2500. But yeah guys, that's the reel that I use on this rod right now. It's a really good reel. For any type of bass fishing situation, I would stay in between a 2000 and 3000 size reel. That's why I have 2500s on all of my bass rods. Now there's other types of fishing that you can do that you can get either smaller or bigger reel, but just for bass most of the time 2500 is a really good size to throw, and I would definitely recommend the 2500s. This reel is really good. I would definitely recommend it. The Shimano Noski I would definitely recommend. And then both of these rods I mentioned, the Dobyns Champion XP, for both of them I would highly recommend. I absolutely love Dobyns. Not sponsored or anything, but I did switch to all Dobyns rods this year. So all my rods are Dobyns except for one Megabass and one G Loomis. But yeah. Now this is a little bit of a higher priced Dobyns rod. So if you guys are wanting a Dobyns, maybe to try a Dobyns all-purpose rod, they make the Fury and the Colt and the Sierra, which are all cheapers. So the very cheapest would be the Colt, the next up would be the Fury, and then the next would be the Sierra. I've got a few Sierras. They're amazing. They really are very much like the Champion XPs with the quality and the sensitivity. I've got a few Furies too, and they are very sensitive and really good rods too, and pretty similar to quality. But you do get a few more upgrades on the Champion XP compared to them. But if you're just wanting a good all-purpose rod to try it out that you don't want to spend over like $100, the Dobyns Colt, they should make a 703 in the Dobyns Colt, and they should make a 704 in it too for casting. I haven't looked at too much of their specs. I know the Fury has a 703 and 704 in both the spinning and casting versions of the Fury. Sierra, I know they have a 703 Sierra because I have one too, and then I know that they make a 704 casting rod too. So those are just different options for if you want to go into Dobyns. So yeah, those I would highly recommend them. Great rods and reels. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video a little bit, and hopefully you guys learned a little bit about a good all-purpose rod and reel if you're looking to buy one, or even if you're a person that's looking to get the fisherman in your life rod or reel for Christmas. So thank you guys for watching, and we will see you in the next video.